Oops. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's a tiny bit chilly. Get down, please. You know what? Let me put some heaters out here before I let these guys out. So if you see, they're in their pen, but they can come out to pee over here, which is we try to get them now to start to have a designated pee area. There's no poop in here, and they've been in there all night. I did come down and check on them at about 3 this morning, but look, she knows that gate should be open. That's pretty funny. And look, he's peeing. He's come out to go to the bathroom. And that was a pretty good pee right there that you did. See a little wet spot? And he's checking out the water. So we have started them on solid food. I'm actually going to pick up some treats for them to chew on because they're teething. And Faith. Oh my gosh, I'll be so glad when her season is done. She's got to keep my eye on her. So anyway, let me put some heaters in and then I'll let these guys out. Okay, let me see. Hey babies, you want to come out? Look at him standing up chewing. So this is the first group of pups that is chewing on the metal hinges. I don't really like that. So I don't know what I'll do about it, but I have to do something about that. I don't want them to hurt their mouth on there. So you guys want to come out? I'll open up this side so that they can come out over here. Hey! Hey, let me turn off this red light here. Hey babies! Come on, you can find me. Hey! Hi! How are you? Good morning. Come on, babies. Can't come through the holes, pups. Come on. Come this way. Come on, good boy. Come on. Hey! Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Yes. Andy, come sit down where I can watch you. Come on. Hey, come on, Lonnie. Come on, look at your tail. Hi. That's good morning. Come on. Come on, Beckham. Come on. Come on. Don't hit your head. Hi. Oh, you know what? That's not Beckham. I'm looking through my TV. I mean, through my phone. Through my phone. That's Finn. Come on, Finn. Come on, you come on. Come on, you gonna come? Look. His brother's like, come on. Hey, babies. Do you want something to eat? I gotta pull that up because that's soaking wet. Are you supposed to be up there, miss? No, you're not. You can see through now. It took well, I'll give you something to eat. Yeah. Come on, babies. So I just finished feeding them. And I'm going to give their food a second to settle. Andy has a vet appointment today, so he's going in for his physical and vaccines. At that time, I'll put Lizzie in here. And so now we start putting Lizzie in here in intervals. There's sometimes where she insists to come in, and then, of course, we let her come in. But she doesn't have any problem being gone for a couple of hours at a time, so we encourage that because they're 5 weeks old. They're going to be 6 weeks old, and by the time they're 7 weeks old, I really do like them to be mostly weaned by the time we go in for their vaccines. So these guys are doing pretty well eating their solid food. It's mush. So what I do is I take their kibble, puppy kibble, and we soak it in. I make a goat's milk formula, which is like goat's milk and yogurt and egg, a little bit of Caro syrup, and we'll mix that, and I'll take a couple of cups of their kibble and I'll put it in a Ziploc bag and soak it, and so that it gets really soft, which is where we are in the process now. And so I'll mash it down and make it into like an oatmeal, and mix it with a little bit of the goat's milk formula, heat it up, and then that's what they're getting right now. So then as we start, once their teeth start to come in, I'll soak it less and less. Like right now, this stuff soaks overnight, and actually I think I have it out on the counter because I haven't put it away yet. But get down, guys. Let me out. Come on. Don't go in. Don't go in. So we just put it in it's like in a bag like this, and it looks kind of gross actually. And so don't. We soak it, and by the time they're 6 weeks old, like right now, we soak it overnight. And then it'll get to the point where I'm soaking it for like an hour, and then I'm soaking it for 15 minutes to the point that I'm soaking it not at all. So when you guys get your pups, you'll give them 3 meals a day. I'll be feeding them at 6, noon, and 6. Eventually, the middle meal will go away, but the morning meal we wet it, and then the afternoon meal they just get dry, and then the nighttime meal you can give it however you want. But the point is that we, to start feeding them their kibble dry, so it's easier on you, and it's good for their teeth. So I am going to go out, and I thought I had some bully sticks upstairs. I couldn't find them anywhere. So I'm going to go out and see if I can't find some bully sticks that I trust. I doubt it. I'm going to end up having to order them from Life's Abundance. But these guys need something to chew on, except for each other. And what they have in here right now is soft. Except for the little green thing which they were chewing on last night. They need something, if they chew on something that's hard or feels good on their gums. Like he has this little ball, spiky ball over there. It'll help their teeth to come through. So we want their teeth to come through, so we want them to chew. Well, Finn has really come out of his shell. He's been the quietest one, and that's why I tell people, personality changes. He was a shy boy, and I thought, oh my goodness, we have our work cut out for us, but I mean, now when I come down, or if I'm walking, or if I'm in the kitchen, I can see him. He'll sit back as far as he can so he can see us. Or see me. He knows my voice. But look at him now. He's... Yay. Hey, baby. Hi. How's my Finny? Hey, Finn. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are such a good boy. I'm not coming back in right now. I'm supposed to be getting Andy ready for his appointment. Hey, come on, come see me. Hi. Yeah, look at that tail. It's going. Hey there. Hey, Beckham. Yeah, what are you doing? Jumping on me. Oh, and you, Mr. Bo, he loves his belly rubbed. And Lonnie loves to be picked up. So, in the beginning, they were all very nervous about being picked up. That's not unusual. But from this point forward, when we're home, and I mean me, my husband, my daughter, my son is away at college, but even if he should be home for Thanksgiving time, but the question is, which puppy are we picking up or taking out, or can I take out all the puppies in this room here? It'll have more and more carpeting down, and we'll pull up what's wet, and we'll lay down new stuff, and eventually we will we'll put up a little puppy gym that's got toys hanging from it, which I haven't done yet, but I think these guys are actually ready for that, so we may be doing that in the next day or so. Andy, I asked you to sit, because I can't trust you. Just sit and wait for me. Okay, you being a good boy? You were not a good girl this morning, were you, Lizzie? Yeah, don't give me that wag. You got a toy, Andy? Uh-huh. Okay. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Well, I have got to fix that tail on the top of your head. So it's a quiet morning. As these guys get older, it gets a little bit easier. Right? I'm not looking forward to shot day. You know, vaccines, they always change. Like right now, everybody is peeing and pooping where they're supposed to. The poops are hard. The minute they get their vaccines, the diarrhea starts up, and we have a whole week to try to make sure we get their systems set back again. And, you know, I mean, that very thing that's good for them to protect them can, you know, work against them, too, for a short period of time. So I really I'm not thrilled when it's time for them to have their vaccines. You know, when they get their vaccines, they'll get their distemper, adenovirus, and parvovirus. It's all in one. The amount of vaccine that they get in a needle is the same. Ugh, your feet are not even in there, Bo. Come on. So let me clean that up. But yes, that's where you were supposed to go. So, you know, the amount of medication in a vial is the same amount that a shepherd would get, a full-grown German Shepherd or a full-grown Great Dane. These guys are only going to be about 3 or 4 pounds when we go, and they'll get the same vial that a 180-pound dog will get. And so that's sometimes, if you see it on the news or in the legislation, people fighting that, saying, why is that? You know, I mean, it's terrifying. So I always wait until the very last minute. Like, I know some of my friends who give their own shots, which I know how to give. Hey, get back here. I know how to give shots, but I just wouldn't. Because if you get a reaction, then what do? You're going to rush your dog to the vet that didn't give that vaccine, number one. Number two, a lot of times the vaccine, if there is a reaction, will happen pretty quickly. So I always make sure I'm at my vet for a long period of time. We do the smallest pup first and work our way forward. They know exactly how I like things done. And, you know, it's the other thing is that for people who do give their own vaccines, and I'm not saying, look, if you want to give your own vaccines, go ahead, but these pups here, the vet's going to give them a full examination, listen to their heart. If anything is wrong with these dogs, they don't get their vaccines that day. You don't want to give them any vaccinations unless they are 100%. And there's no way of knowing that if you give your own vaccines. So, anyway, so these guys, when we go in for their vaccines, we are there usually for a good bit of time because everybody gets full examination. They get their microchip, which is free to you. Some microchips cost you money annually. This does not. It's fully... all you will have to do when you get your pup is register him or her with your information. No. Faith, I'm telling you, have been... Oh, I think you deserve that. Faith, I said out. Out of here right now. You're just upsetting him. Go in the other room. Keep going. Look at that walk. She is just flirting with Andy, setting this poor boy in a fit. Now she'll go mess with Sadie, I bet. That's a great place for you. So these guys are drinking water. This is the second pup. Usually when somebody drinks, the others will go and look to see what they're doing, and then they'll try it. Look, so he's trying it. They usually hear that. And I actually want to move the water from that side to this side because they don't, you know, we don't want to encourage them to eat or drink where they poop and pee. The only reason why I didn't put it over here is because they had pulled the carpeting up on this side, and I thought, if I put that over here tonight, they're going to flip it. So I really need a heavier bowl. So I'll do that later. I'm making a note of it. Well, everybody's doing great. And this is an extra long. I don't think I've ever made a 15-minute video, but this is extra long. Uh-oh. Oh, Finny, you stuck your nose in the water. You okay? Hold on. Okay, so Finn stuck his nose in it. He actually got his nose pushed in the water. Now, he's trying to get back in there, and so their pen is going to be blocked off from them, and they're going to have to sleep out here. So what I'm doing is, they had gotten used to going in there because they had been in their pen all the time, so they would pee in one corner and sleep in the other and play in the middle. But now we want to change that, and we want them to come out of their pen to go to the bathroom. And the only way to do that is to make sure that they are only sleeping in there. So, and look, he's a little bit ticked off. He's like, I want to go in. But we're not going to let him in. She says, knock it off. That's so funny. So they'll settle down, and they usually sleep over here in this corner. So I have a feeling that this thing is going to be filling up with more stuffed animals. I have a whole box of, I buy stuffed animals when I find them on sale. So we have an entire closet full of dog stuff upstairs, and you guys will get a bag. You'll get, especially if you sign up for Life's Abundance, you'll get a Life's Abundance sample box that has treats and things in it. You'll get a folder from me with dog information on there. Different foods that make your dog sick. Socializing your pup. There may be a couple of training pamphlets in there, which I highly recommend if you guys have never owned a pup before or are a little bit out of touch with raising a pup. My last litter, many of the people on there opted to bring in a trainer to come, I don't know, once or twice a week. And they actually are raving about it. Peach on a Leash, Alex, is the trainer there, and she worked with Victoria Stilwell. If you don't know who that is, she's the lady from Animal Planet. She's a renowned trainer. So Alex has been all over the world, and I've talked to her several times, and she and I are going to do some things together, but she's just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Off Leash Canine Academy, and not Off Leash is a franchise, so you have to be careful. I only recommend one. And this place, 3 of my pups have been there, and they've come out wonderfully trained. And these are places that train without... Didn't I tell you to go away from him? Go on. Keep going. Keep going. Out. Faith, I'm not kidding. So anyway, there's Peach on a Leash. There's Tenacity, which they work with really with behavioral issues and aggressive dogs, which should not be the case. I had a dog that was not aggressive, but she had no confidence, and her anxiety level was through the roof. So Calvin, who's the owner over there, he worked with her, and I actually took her out of my breeding program. Hated to do it, but it just wasn't a lifestyle that she loved. So now she lives in Florida with a wonderful woman and her husband, and she's living the life, living the dream. So anyway, I will stop talking now. This is a 20-minute video, and I have got to get Andy on the table because he's got to go to the vet and get his vaccinations. And you guys want some attention from me, don't you? Yeah, okay. So, well, they're settling down here anyway. This is good. Yep, there they go. They're going to be falling out.